Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'll just give a couple of people some time to jump on, just see if I've got any messages. Let's have a look. Alrighty, let's just go for it, hey? How does that sound? So, what you'll need now is a comfortable place for you guys to take in the energy of this meditation. You will need to have your Clary Sage with you. And welcome to all the new people as well that are joining in for this meditation. And thank you for those catching replay as well, because you guys are going to be doing this. And I'd love to hear back, how did this process go? And would you like to have more of this type of work using our essential oils? Some of you may not have seen me in this space. This is my clinic space, and this is my normal working space where I do a lot of my, or all of my kinesiology versus my online stuff, which I do in the studio. So comfortable is in a chair. Hopefully you've got your printout with you. That will make it a lot easier to follow along with this class. The printout is in the group, and if you clicked going to this event, you would have received a direct message with that document link. It just sort of helps because we're being a little bit more specific and intentional with our essential oils. We're going to move into a space where we can use our oils for fragrance, maybe a little bit of emotional and mental well-being, or maybe we use them in our cleaning, or even as sometimes as medicine, like replacing items in our medicine cabinet. But what I find, and this is how I've used them, the most important part of using essential oils, in my view, the first thing that came to me was using them for deeper emotional work. And when we target something and we have something that then supports and helps us understand the journey, and we're connecting with nature, and we are now connecting our own personal journey and the support tools that we need, when we put them together, the experience is much deeper and profound and long lasting. The next thing that happens is that deeper healing at those other layers, the unconscious layers, start to happen. It begins to happen. And when we're looking for relief, when we are looking at, I don't like problems that we can't resolve, sometimes those problems, even though we're experiencing them in our everyday, may be connected to our ancestors. And we are the legacy, we are the holders, the genealogy, our ancestors, our mother, our father, our grandparents, and beyond. We carry not only the genetic coding of our ancestors, our hair and eye color and skin, maybe personality traits or beliefs, but what if, especially in today's class, we begin to move through and help us restore and resolve one of the biggest sort of dealt with, sometimes not really spoken of, inherited attributes, problems in our families. And we sometimes don't quite grasp that. We are today, where I've got a problem in front of me. It has nothing to do with, my great auntie or my grandfather, but sometimes the way we are reacting or responding, or certain elements you'll see. If you have some awareness, you'll be like, wow, maybe I am repeating some of those behaviors of my mum. Maybe I am copying or having the same or similar problems that my mum and dad had, and I'm having it now in my marriage. Like, what if it's not all what you're seeing in front of you? What if there's something deeper going on? And in today's Zong Qi class, this is a practice I learned about 3 to 4 weeks ago in the 9 pains of the heart. I was doing some extra kinesiology study, and I was so surprised to know that the practitioner, the teacher, suggested that we use Clary Sage. And I thought, well, you know what, guys? You guys have your oils. How about we step into this space? How about we step into this space, and I'm going to show you using meridian points, which is super powerful, energetic lines in our body, meridian lines, just like the earth, grid lines or ley lines, we have them too. And in kinesiology, we use them. We use the TCM method of accessing the body through meridian points and resolving by a combination of science and Eastern philosophy. We bring those two worlds together, and it's called a kinesiology session. So if you want to go deeper and you're thinking, this is really something I want to do more on the 9 pains of my heart, I want to do more with my ancestors, then it's really simple. You just contact me and we book a session. It can be online or in person here in Perth. But for today, I'm going to take you through this meditation using your Clary Sage. Right. Have you got your paperwork? I cannot at the moment see who is here live. Oh, I do. There is a little glitch in my Facebook account, which I need to update and get sorted. So hopefully you guys that are here live, just put a comment in so I can see that you're here. And just let me know that you're here. So I can just get some feedback. Yep, do you have your paperwork, your Zong Qi canvas script that has all of the meridian points drawn out for you and even labeled? We're going to go through all 5 of those points. Now, why these 5? This is the gorgeousness of kinesiology. So you're going to step into my world a little bit, step in a little bit deeper into my world and why I love using essential oils. Now I have a practice to share with you. Alrighty. A little bit more on this Zong Qi energy from the Taoist traditional Chinese medicine viewpoint. What is Zong Qi? I only got introduced to it about 3 or 4 weeks ago myself. Zong Qi is the ancestral energy. It's linked to our ancestors. It's an energy that has characteristics that places it in close relation to our kidney energy. And we're using terms like energy, kidney energy. And this is not directly related to organs. So when I say heart, pericardium, kidneys, it's not the organ itself, but it is the energy that moves through that organ via the meridians. So our meridians are titled kidney, gallbladder, liver, the major ones. There's a whole other set that describes the connections between, say, liver and gallbladder. And they are different meridian points. But for us today, I'm going to be using a little bit of that language. Is that okay? Zong Qi is the ancestral energy. It is linked to our ancestors. This characteristic places it in close relation to the kidneys, which is the seat of innate energy or anterior heaven, as it's called in the Taoist. And that's the 9 pains of the heart information. It is also called chest energy. It acts on the chest and influences the relationship between lung energy and heart energy. When we think about where we get the most stress, we usually feel it in our lungs. We can't breathe, we get anxious, lung complications, and heart, emotional heart. And then sometimes when we've had a lot of heartbreak, we can sometimes, the stress can influence the function of the heart, blood pressure, cardiac output, things like that. The relationship between these organs is manifested through fluids controlled by the lungs, tears, nasal discharge, and emotions controlled by the heart. So ultimately, Zong Qi represents a connecting energy between your kidneys, your heart, and your lungs. It's congenital and acquired, so you can bring it in or you can create it yourself because of what you've brought in. And it's to do with these aspects of heaven called the anterior and posterior heaven. In summary, Zong Qi governs the movement by which the energy of heaven descends, into the lungs and then into the lower parts of the body. It's taken up by the kidney energy and raised to the heart to carry out its mandate, whatever your mandate is. And in Nine Pains of the Heart, we can find that out for you. Mandate, destiny, purpose, why you're here from the Taoist perspective. So the Zong Qi is involved in disorders or pathogenesis of Shen disorders, meaning disorders where spirit is not aligned. We are not aligned with it. It is not aligned with us because we are not aligned with it. And these are characterized by emotions. That's how we know we might have a Shen disorder. The emotions that are characterized by the ancestral energy. We have feelings of guilt, responsibility, or a sense of inadequacy. So it's a sense of guilt, a sense of responsibility, and a sense of inadequacy. And I know I have felt all three of those throughout my life: sense of guilt, a sense of responsibility, and a sense of inadequacy. Each person here, because we're human, has all had these experiences. The reference is to maybe feeling inadequate because of family responsibilities. Sometimes we just can't let go of the past. We can't let go what we witnessed, what we experienced, what our families did, what they didn't do, what our mum and dad said, what was marriage, what was intimacy, what was family. Sometimes we're so entrapped by, this is how I grew up with, this is how I was treated, this is what happened, that even though we may have done the psychological work and it's now shifted, it's still trapped and we're still having these responses. Today's meditation hopefully is going to lift some of the heaviness, even if you don't understand it, and soothe or soften or even calm anxiety, which is a high-end fire energy. Depression is described in the Taoist model as heavy. Heavy is metal energy in the five elements. Anxiety, heart, triple heater, pericardium. It's like burning energy. It's like not hot as in inflammation, but just the pace. This, that, them, me. You feel it? So the Zong Qi is involved in the ability to have deep and restorative sleep. We could all do with more deep and restorative sleep. It requires relaxation of the chest and the diaphragm. And during deep sleep, we have the opportunity to connect with the energy of our kidneys, restoring the energy, and the Shen, or the spirit of the heart, and the energy of heaven, which is, I may not pronounce this correctly, but it's Tian. It's the regeneration that sleep ought to give us, but we struggle with sleep because we're struggling with the anxiety, maybe the heavy feelings, the heavy thoughts, and the things that we cannot change. So the first thing I'd like you to do is, if you feel that you have this, you sometimes think you can't change anything. You can't change your family of origin, your place of birth, what you experienced. You feel like you can't change it. Well, in one way, that's correct because it's already happened. But what if we can shift what's going on inside of you? What if we can shift something substantial, magnetic, and powerful that actually creates a different way for you to experience your ancestry and your past, so that it doesn't have so much of a strong attachment, so that you can develop this awareness, this sense of observation, and see when it comes in and how it triggers you, or how it shows up in your marriage or your relationships, or with your kids, or with your family members, with your siblings, or with relatives, or close family members. Just having the fact that you can observe is incredible. Brings something in that you didn't have before, and it brings an element of calmness. And if that's what you're looking for, then this Zong Qi meditation and use of Clary Sage on those meridian points is just the thing for you. I want you to grab your Clary Sage, and I just want you to put a couple of drops into your hand. I want you to rub your hands together, and then I want you to just breathe in that Clary Sage. Now, you don't have to put the essential oil directly on your skin using these points, but it's on your hand, so you will be touching points, but it can be through the clothing. Absolutely fine. If you feel that a certain part of this meditation, one of the 5 points, requires a more attention or more focus, by all means, grab a little bit more of your Clary Sage, pop it on your hand, and then pop it on the points that we're about to go through. So before we begin, we're just going to do a little brief on where these 5 points are located. We're going to begin with point number 1, which is called Triple Heater 7, and you'll have this in your paperwork, but I'm just going to pop it up on the screen. Triple Heater 7. So where is that located? Triple Heater 7. Firstly, we're going to find that on the left. Then we're going to put, I'll just go through them, sorry. And now we're going to use, we're going to put our hand on Central Vessel 17, right there. Then we're going to go to point number 3, the throat chakra, right in the hollow of the neck. Point 4, Central Vessel 4, Sea of Energy point. It's quite low, so these are your hip bones, belly button here, on the pubic bone. Central Vessel 4. I'm going to finish with the Sea of Nutrition point, which is right along by the pubic bone. And you'll have these exact images in the document for you to follow along with. And all you're going to do is, we're actually just going to get you to touch those points. You're just going to touch those points. So before we begin, do you feel like you know where those points are? They're going to be general points. You don't have to be exactly on the point, but as close enough as you can. Good. So starting left hand, starting from the center of the wrist, moving 3 paces away, 3 fingers away. It's actually a thumb measurement, 1, 2, 3. On the pinky side, 1, 2, 3, on the pinky side, and you'll feel a little divot on the bone right there. That's triple heater 7. And as you put your hand there, you might be even already noticing something. 7. Central vessel, 17. Going to practice. Center of the chest, this is your sternum. It's at the level of your nipples, right in the center. Boom. Central vessel 22. Right there, hollow of the throat. Hollow of the throat. Central vessel 4, can't show you this because it's down past my belly button, but it's on the pubic bone. Find your belly button, drop down till you feel your pubic bone. That's central vessel 4. Stomach 30, pubic bone. Off to the side is a pubic bone. So we're going to do the visualization using now our Clary Sage. I'm going to guide you into different visualizations, and what we're going to do, we're going to move from one point to the other. From one point to the other. And when you move from one point to the other, just bring your hands, breathe in your Clary Sage, and then we're going to move to the next point. Sound good? So have your Clary Sage ready, or it might be enough exactly what you've put in. Might be absolutely perfect. So just take 2 or 3 deep breaths of this oil now, and just really let this oil, let this essence, this fragrance, just really let it enter your body. Clary Sage is activating this process. First point, triple heater 7, right on the edge of the bone, left hand. You can close your eyes. Let's begin. Imagine being at a family reunion with your ancestors. Your parents are standing next to you. Your father is on the right. Your father's paternal grandparents are on his right. Your mother is on your left, and your mother's grandparents are on the left of her. So you have your grandparents on either side of you. Next to your grandparents are your great-grandparents. And next to them, generation after generation, all of those ancestors are there as well. And next to them, again, generation after generation, you have around you all of your ancestors, creating an immense cycle made up of thousands of your ancestors. Each one of them had their own challenges to overcome. Each one had difficulties. Each one had conflicts, obstacles. Each of them faced these challenges and obstacles to the best of their capacity. The best they could, with all the means at their disposal, they did the best they could. Each one of those ancestors. Thank your ancestors now, because they gave you life. And without them, even without one of them, wouldn't exist. They gave you life, which is the most precious gift. And you can say out loud or to yourself, I accept and connect with the strength of each of you, with the love that flows through our family tree. I let go of everything that is not mine. I let go of the burdens and the stress. And I give this back to you. I give this back to you so that it can be transformed and transmuted into something positive and useful. Take a deep breath of your Clary Sage. Couple of breaths. Central vessel 17, right in the center of the chest. You can put one hand, or you can actually just press your fingers into that CV, central vessel 17 point. This is your heart protector. This point helps describe the energy flowing through your pericardium, which is the lining of the heart, which protects the heart. The pericardium envelopes and protects the heart. And to protect the heart, it contracts and tightens. I want you to take a deep breath in now and breathe in a colored light. Imagine breathing in a colored light It reaches your heart from your nose and mouth as you breathe it in. The colored light reaches your heart. This colored light not only reaches your heart, but you'll start to notice through the essence of Clary Sage oil that it will start to relax your third eye, how you see things, how you vision. It lightens the third eye as it combines with the lightening and the ease of the heart energy through the pericardium, relaxing and lightening it. Begin to free yourself through this color. Dissolve all resistance and any sabotage. Any suppression that your pericardium has been attempting to protect you from. And as you do so, you free yourself from all conditioning, both known and unknown. And can you open yourself to new challenges in your life, as well as opportunities? There are many opportunities available that will help you to evolve. And this light expands your heart. This chosen colored light expands your heart. As you breathe, it expands your chest. And this light now reaches your entire body. Bringing relaxation, a sense of peace and tranquility and serenity. Let go of all the burdens that you have been carrying for other people. And you can say out loud or to yourself, I let go of all my burdens that I've carried for others. Take a deep breath in and let this energy expand even more. Now you are free. And you can say, I am free on all planes of being, known and unknown to me. I am free. Cleansing your personal energy and allowing you access into resources that may have been locked away because of the burden that you're carrying for others, known and unknown. Take a deep breath of the Clary Sage. Central vessel 22, throat chakra point, just where the bones of your collarbone meet, there's a divot. Gently touch CV22. expansion, this feeling of lightness and freedom now reaches the throat chakra. And you can begin to express yourself, speak and communicate, feel and express the true desires of your heart. This point is also the master of all of your senses, your hearing, life, taste and smell, touch. Through this point, you can finally see and hear, taste and smell, and feel the deepest and truest desires of your heart. What color are your heart's desires? Now imagine with your next breath, you're inhaling and exhaling this color of your heart's desires from the throat. Inhale and exhale these colors into the world of your desires. Allow your desires to become the expression of you in the world. We all want to manifest our desires, and we sometimes think and even speak the desires, but are we truly allowing energetically for these desires to be birthed into the world? Let this color of your heart's desires, you exhaling from the throat and putting them into the world, so that you can now manifest them in the field around you. Moving your hands down now, taking a breath in, moving your hand now to central vessel 4, right on the pubic bone, straight down past your belly button, directly down, right on the pubic bone, pubic symphysis, gently touch central vessel 4. This is called the Sea of Energy point. Sea of Energy. This is where the sense of freedom from deep in the body, the sense of freedom expands now up towards the abdomen, up towards the abdomen, up to the Sea of Energy point. We're going to pause and hold central vessel 4. So holding a point is also known as stimulating a point. And as you hold this point, a new energy activates. What color is this now? And as you breathe, imagine this color entering this point and then expanding throughout your entire body. increasing your own energy, accessing those deeper resources which may have been locked away. And as this energy expands, it nourishes and energizes every single organ, every single muscle, every meridian, every chakra in your body, whether you know them or not. Spend some time here, moving this color, sea of energy. Feel an abundant ocean of energy and color now sweeping throughout your entire body, every known part, every known energy point, whether you know them logically or not. Color is now washing all the way through them. If you do know your meridian points and your 7 main chakras, then you can even go a little bit deeper and see this color just expanding throughout your body, increasing your personal energy, delivering your resources. Your hands to your nose, take another breath in of your Clary Sage. Couple of breaths in. You're going to move to the border of your pubic bone, stomach 30. You can use 2 hands and touch both parts of the body, left and right, stomach 30. The meridians are bilateral. This is called the sea of nutrition, nourishment, stomach 30. Naturally located just on the pubic bone, off the midline. And this is now the energy entering from the central vessel 4 and expanding even more throughout the entire body. Slightly different color or a different energy now. So as you hold this point and let this new color in that represents nourishment, your nourishment color. As you let this color in, you begin to nourish yourself. And it becomes easier to welcome and integrate the nourishment that comes from outside of you. Maybe the nourishment from other people which you may not have been aware of. Those around you, from the entire environment around you now. And as your colored light continues to nourish you, it fills you, it increases the joy, love, and gratitude. You feel safe and at peace with yourself and with the world around you. And so you can connect to all that is harmonious, not only within you, but external to you. You recognize yourself in love and joy, the love and joy of your own heart. Say, I accept now that I can nourish myself permanently. I let more of this color in. I now feel a different energy. It's now coming through from the top of my head. It enters my entire body and it surrounds my body. The energy is coming up. It is now a different colored light. It is now in your field around you. And as you allow this color frequency to be present not only within you and nourishing you, but now also around you, you can connect with all the beautiful things in your environment. You can connect with people who like and love you, your like-minded community and friends, and who want to let the love flow, their own love and yours together. There is no distance or separation, only union with the beautiful and the good. You can accept and welcome and integrate the love that others have of you. You can accept and welcome and integrate their trust, their compliments, their recognition of you. You can accept and welcome and integrate their support of you. And say, I accept, welcome, and integrate the love and gifts of others as they are delivered to me. I accept and welcome and integrate the love I have for myself. I deserve it. Allow this pure nourishment that does good and creates good. See this light reaching every cell of your body, right down to the nucleus, purifying and nourishing it, strengthening it, and bringing the energy of change and renewal. Everything transmutes and transforms into the best version of yourself. Let this land. Let it settle into your body. feel where your body is right now. Feel your breath. Feel your space. Let it settle into your body. Thank you for being here this morning. Come back to this live recording whenever you need it. Take your time. Let me know how you're feeling. I'm feeling very stable. It's like there's a softness inside the core of my body now, which is sort of just soft and open, very relaxed. Feel there's less noise, but I'd love to hear your feedback. And if you like this sort of thing and you want to do more with the oils and visualizations, let me know. Maybe this is the new way forward for us using our oils. Maybe we can do some integration like we have done today via visualization, meridian points, and the message of nature through our beautiful doTERRA oils. Thank you for being here with me today. Let's set this up again. Let's see what wants to come through. I'd love to hear from you guys as well. What do you feel the next thing would be? More ancestral work? More self-work and purpose? More grounding and aligning and being in the body? Let me know. Love to hear back from you. Thank you, thank you. Let's do this again. Can't wait to hear from you. Bye for now.